the art history brush tool in Photoshop, it's kind of like the history brush tool, but it's really completely different, right? What it does is it paints with stylized strokes with pixels from the source data. The source data is the same as the history brush tool. It's whatever state you choose in the history panel. So what you do, you'll choose the tool, right? Then you'll open up your history panel and you'll come and choose a history state and you'll click it, right? So we'll click this, and what it does is whatever state the document was in at this point, it's going to use this as the source data for what you paint. Now, it's completely different than the history brush tool in the sense that it doesn't paint exactly what you've seen. It does with some like artistic strokes. So the best way to explain that is to show you. So if I zoom in and just click once, you can see it's not like the regular history brush where it does the whole area. If I come and drag it a little bit, you see what I mean? It does that. And you can change how that looks by coming up to the options at the top, clicking this, and choosing the style. You can choose tight, short, medium, and long, loose, medium, and long. You got dab, tight curl long, loose curl, and loose curl long. And they all got different effects. So say I click dab, you can see it looks a little different. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. Right? So it just does a different type of brush stroke, right? That's all. Honestly, guys, I never use this tool. I've never used it except for when I'm explaining what it does in videos like this. So you probably won't ever use this. So let's go over the top options. Obviously, you got the same tool presets right here. You got the brush preset picker. This controls the size and the hardness of the brush. You can also search for specific brushes. This right here sets the brush angle and the roundness. So you can mess with the settings here, change the angle. Then right here, it's got some tools that you recently used. And then you got your brush gallery or whatever saved brushes you have. I got a lot of them. Right here, it's got the new brush preset group, new brush group. You can rename, delete. You can choose what to show, the brush name, stroke, and brush tip. It's got other info, show the search bar, show recent brushes. You got the append, import, and export options. You can also get more brushes, convert legacy tool presets, and legacy brushes. Once you got all these settings, you can click this here to add a new brush preset for whatever brush you just created. You got the brush settings panel. This just opens up the brush settings right here. You can open it up by clicking this or this. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get into too much what this is right now, but I'll go over this in the regular brush video. So if you want to check it out, look at that tutorial. But you got different things like shake dynamics, scattering, texture, dual brush, color dynamics, transfer, brush pose, noise, wet edges, build up, smoothing, and protected texture. And for each one of those, it's got different options that you can control. After that, we got blend mode. This doesn't have every single blend mode like other brushes, but all it has is normal, darken, lighten, and then you got hue, saturation, color, and luminosity. That's the only 7 blend modes that you can choose from. After that, we got opacity, pretty self-explanatory, and then you got the pressure for opacity button. When you click this, if you have a Wacom pen tablet or a different brand, how much pressure you put on the pen, so the harder you push down, the more opacity it has. If you just draw a real light stroke, it's going to have less opacity. After that, we got style. I already showed you what this is, but it's just the style of the art history brush. Area, this just determines the painting diameter. Tolerance, this is the painting tolerance. The tolerance is just basically the range. And then after that, we got the brush angle and the pressure for size. This is exactly like the pressure for opacity, except the harder you push down, the bigger the brush stroke is. So you can have both of these checked if you want. Again, that's only for if you have a pen tablet or Wacom or whatever brand you have. But that's the art history brush in a nutshell. If you got any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section below. Honestly, like I said, you'll probably never use this tool. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.